Oi, 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 oi. Ugh, 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 ugh. Phew. I gotta say, it's been kind of a rough couple of days and stuff. Mainly due to allergies and stuff. Though allergies wasn't really that bad. It was more of not having enough protective PTO and going into actual work. That is what's been rough. But anyways, greetings creatures to humans alike. I am Match IQ Dog, and tonight we shall be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen Chapters 220 to 223. However, before we do that, I actually want to talk with y'all for a second. Because after all, I know I've been gone for a couple of days and stuff, and I do apologize for that. After all, I am really behind on stuff that I actually got planned for. That includes the Legend of Zelda stream that I wanted to really play in April, but unfortunately this is the last day of April. I hate getting sick. I also hate storms. And also, there's family obligations too, but I cannot, forget about that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love y'all. I really do. But family comes first. And if they need me to do something, then I gotta do it. I am a family guy, after all. Or a family gal in this situation. Anyways, I am gonna try to fix up a schedule in which I would kind of announce it on Twitch, and also gonna try to announce it on Twitter as well. And whenever I say Twitch, I mean on my about page and stuff. Which, if you guys want to check that out to know what kind of schedules, well, streams that you're gonna be seeing in that week, so check it out there. Although I will admit, I have gotten lazy and have not changed it a bit. Maybe because I forgot about it. But yeah, I am going to try to do all that. I'm also going to try to do a special stream where I talk about my feelings about a certain VTuber shark girl that we are all going to miss. And I really do want to talk about that because, kind of going to talk about it right here, but I think if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't become a VTuber like I am today. And I kind of want to explain that in that video, of course. So I really hope you guys will come over there and check that out whenever I get it released. Which I don't think it will be tomorrow. Mainly because we got storms coming in. But I may try to do it Friday before I do the main game stream. Which I am going to try to play Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I am definitely going to be doing that. Which also means that my schedule is going to be way out of whack. After all, I was going to do introducing the guildmates, which unfortunately I forgot. I don't got everything situated on that yet, so I'm going to have to delay that a bit more. I do apologize. And there's the Avatar game streams that I've been doing as well, which I'm going to have to delay that. And a few other stuff too. Basically, everything's getting delayed. It's just one unfortunate thing after the other. Oh man, I'm still feeling it. Give me a second. Yuck. Sorry about that, didn't want you guys to get disgusted. However, just because I've been sick doesn't mean I haven't been busy. After all, I've been trying to get stuff done here and there. Although I will admit, the nieces have kind of slowed progress down a bit. They love their, normally uncle, but in this case, aunt. But I will go ahead and say, I have finally gotten that Patreon that I've been talking about. I finally got it going. Now, it's not ready yet. And I don't know when exactly I will release it and stuff. but it is in the works. I gotta create it. I just need to get it approved and get some stuff already loaded on there. And right now, I only got one tier, which is the Wookiee tier. And the Wookiee tier, which I can go ahead and talk about this a bit. With it, you have access to all of my previous game streams, which are streams that are normally here on Twitch. So you guys will be able to watch it on there. And every once in a while, which ain't going to be that common, but every once in a while, I should be able to do some art streams where I would take on commissions based on you guys. Now, of course, I'm going to have it set up to where there's going to be some limitations and stuff. After all, we can't do just everything on the platform and stuff, even though kind of wish I could. But alas, there is that. But right now, I do got that tier going. I am going to try to get the second tier going where I'll be doing some reactions and stuff. So I hope you guys are super excited for that. But yeah, for now though, we pretty much got it going. Still got to get it in the works. But right now, everything is looking up. Let's see. Don't think there's anything else to talk about, so let's go ahead. Oh no, there is something else. I got a brand new phone. And not only that, but I kept my own phone too. So whenever I do my manga reactions, I can look on my phone and stuff to check out the manga reactions, while also having my newer phone to listen to my streams in case anything gets cut out. Cut out. I meant to say. Cut out. I have no idea why I said that, but anyways. It's all good news for us. Okay. Now with that out of the way, let's go on ahead and get this started, shall we? Let's see. And... we got the cube. But yeah. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I need to announce though. My Creature of the Week streams, which is funny enough since I done that whole short thumbnail thing, a while back ago. I am gonna put it on pause because I am thinking about actually doing like actual YouTube videos with them. Like, you know how some YouTubers like Extinct Food and all of them kind of does like their professional talks and stuff, where they have like images that are moving and stuff, or so like little video clips and all that, or have like professional all kind of deals. I'm thinking about doing that myself, but I got it folded to whether people want to do it or not. Let's see, I think the folding is still going on. Let me double check. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Let's see. Where's it at? Well, there's 13 hours left, and yet no one hasn't really voted for it. Oh well, if no one votes for it, then I'll just say no, and I'll just continue my streams on it. Which, truth be told, would be a lot easier, to be honest with you. But anyways, enough with the Twitter stuff. Let's go ahead and get this started, shall we? So, Chapter 220. Self-cleansing and self-restraint. Really? We're talking about someone like Sukuna with restraint. Anyways, oh, we got that, cube and stuff that, that Chogo, wait. Gojo. Yeah, Sorcerer Gojo is sealed up. Kokone. Add a rule prohibiting the entry of new players into the cooling game. Rejected. Infringes on Rule 7. Can't let you do that. Rejected. Infringes on Rule 7. In order to suppress the outbreak of curses in Japan, Tengen has erected several purification barriers to support the efficiency of barrier techniques. Among these, there are 4 that are vital. One that surrounds the Imperial Palace at its center. Okay. One around the Tomb of the Star under Chichizu High. This was one candidated site where the capital was moved to Tokyo. Okay. One in Kyoto around the Yamakuni Imperial Mausoleum. And finally, the one here, dividing Japan into East and West. The Hida Holy Mountain Purification Barrier. Ooh, look at the pretty cave with the stalagmites coming down and stuff. And above, too. Okay. Let's see. Wow! The Cooling Games uses a ceramic barrier that was created using Tengen's Purification Barrier as its base. Let's see. The Cooling Game has no rule game master. If I had to choose one, it wouldn't be me or you. It would have to be Tengen. But of course, this was all by my own design. If he deactivated these 4 barriers after the Shibuya incident, the Cooling Games would have come to an end and all my plans would have gone up in smoke. However, that would have meant undoing 1,000 years of progress in the endless war against the curses along the barrier techniques know-how. Okay. Oh, Tengen is there. It would have meant countless human casualties, so instead Tengen decided to bet it all on them coming out victorious against me. As a result, the same Tengen, who's apparently over here right now, nudge, 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 is now in the palm of my hand. As the original creator of this barrier, it should be no problem for Tengen to destroy it. Kogane, add a new rule. Prohibit the entry of new players into the Cooling Game. Otherwise, I will destroy this purification barrier and force the Cooling Games to come to a close. But, World 7! What are you playing at? I'm putting a bug into this game on purpose. Regardless of what you choose, this game will no longer have any way to go on forever. Kogane, I know you choose the option that will sustain this game for as long as possible. So this rule will be approved.
A player has added a new world to the Cooling Game. World 13. Entry of new players is closed from this moment onward. November 18th, 21.09/2018. There, you happy?
An additional rule. When all players other than Geto Suguru and Fushiguro Megumi have died, the Cooling Game will come to an end. Do it or else.
Fine. A player has added a new world to the Cooling Games. World 14. When all players other than Geto Suguru and Fushiguro Megumi have died, the Cooling Games...
Why go on... I cannot read. Why go about this in just a roundabout matter? If what you need is for the Cooling Game to end, why didn't you just simply extinguish this purification barrier? If I did that, the testing grounds for the great merger with you would also disappear. Let's see. I'm walking around this and... Ooh! Wait. Tengen had 4 eyes. Is it getting the human evolution and stuff would have 4 eyes in this? Because the Sukuna had 4 eyes and now Tengen does. Which, I know in this case Tengen's already got 4 eyes, but... Wait, why am I questioning that now considering the fact that he's got... Never mind, I'm being stupid. Coo. I'll take this as a souvenir for Sukuna. That's fine with you, right? Yeah, it isn't needed to keep the purification barrier up. With this, if Kinshiku eradicated all the other players with the exception of Sukuna, he can end the Cooling Games. That is most likely the condition for the merger with Tengen. Now this has become quite simple. There's no need to ponder about this and that while fighting. Yeah, if we beat both Kinshiku and Sukuna, it'll be our victory. Easier said than done. Have you seen those two? It'll be about as hard as killing, Gojo... Satoru Gojo. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. That very same Satoru Gojo is going to make a comeback. My apologies. This what... Blah, 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 blah. My apologies. This is what the best I could do with my reverse curse technique. No, this is plenty. I would have died instantly. Oh, she still survived. Please let for 5. Oh god, she fell. If not for Maiku cushioning my fall, and Takaba too, I can't put my finger on it, but I have a feeling he played a huge role by staying at my side. Sorry for being incurred, but in order for us to be able to proceed with our plans going forward, I must confirm something. Kurusu-san is currently not in any condition to be able to participate in battle. Angel, are you able to transfer into another human vessel like Sukuna? Possibly. It's impossible. Oh. Why is it impossible for her? The reason I and many other sorcerers from ancient times took Shinshaku up on his offer was precisely because none of us knew how to become cursed items after death. That fact remains true to this very day. However, the Fallen is different. After experiencing death once, he most likely stumbled on a way to split his soul as cursed items. In that case, yeah, my role ends once I dispelled the seal on Gojo Satoru. Oh, I was able to say it right that time. And Megumin? What happened to him? I've always despised myself. I'm always on the lookout of how guys stronger than me are feeling. And kinda like the way you try to match the timing of the rhythm game. I've shamelessly coughed up words that would please them. I've always had a garbage talent like that. Usually I would get my shit kicked in by after them. Oh, always a victim. Although I can't really... I've been a victim myself of bullying at a time myself. But however, I fought back. And now I don't get bullied anymore. So that should tell you something. No, do not use me as a scapegoat. But I deserve it. I was so terrified of Itadori that I would run away and leave everyone else behind. I was even more terrified of cooling games. But even then, using my useless talent, I wiggle my way into being a lackey for the strong. I wanted to change. I wanted to follow and fight alongside you. But I just didn't have the courage. Or maybe it's actually pride that I lacked. Sorry at the end of my ramblings. Anyways, I just want to apologize. To be honest, I don't know what kind of person you are. All I know is what you've done and the result of those actions. Because of you, Kurusu was saved. Thanks. We haven't lost yet. Wait a minute. I heard that Sukuna no longer dwells within you. So why are you still fighting? That doesn't change anything. We were never really working together in the first place. Oh god, here comes the name. Iriki-san said the current me is like a cursed item that was soaked in cursed energy known as Sukuna. So as long as I can kill him, I'll eat anything. I don't know if you should say that. I have a few suggestions about how we can save Fushiguro. Same here, but in the end, unless we are able to corner Sukuna and render him unfit for battle, those suggestions are moot. Yuji, take this. What's this? The back of the prison realm. And Tsuku... Oh my god, I cannot read! Tsukumo's research records about the soul that were entrusted to me. Who knows, might come in handy. Thanks. It's okay. No, that's not it. About our siblings. Oh, he knows about it now. Okay. I didn't know if he actually knew about it or not. It's fine. As long as they could go on living as a part of you. I will nurture them, strong and clever allies. Nobody will never need to be alone again. Truth is, it would freeze over before I would fall in love with one of you two. I was there, wasn't I? So what do you mean alone, you idiot? There's swarms of them. Monsters just waiting for your return. Come back already, Gojo. Oh, please tell me we get to see Gojo. Please tell me we get to see Gojo. And by the way, I'm not gonna do a chapter review and stuff, because I don't really feel like it. So we're gonna head on straight to 221. Starting to feel tired. Today's been a day with the nieces and stuff. They wouldn't let me work. But I was able to get my Patreon open up and stuff, so at least there's that. I've also been working on the SPC details and stuff. That way I could do more SCP art streams. If you guys like that, of course. For those of you that are watching this on YouTube, if you want to see more SCP artworks and stuff, comment below. Do it. Do it. Do it now. Anyways, hold up. Are you planning on releasing the seal right here? Yeah. Can't we? Now that you mention it, this place is a bit dull for a homecoming. Should we decorate it a little? Should we have any origamis? Let me interlock rings, like so. Look at her. She's just like, what the fuck? Anyways, that's not what I meant. It is said time does not flow within the prison realm. Therefore, whatever is trapped inside will not die to the starvation of or old age. The prisoner will live indefinitely so long as they do not end their own life. Sounds like you can use it as a time machine if you wanted. It wouldn't go as well as you would think. Precisely because there is no concept of physical time, it is impossible for us to know how Dr. Gojo has perceived the last 19 days since Halloween. It could have felt like a blink of an eye for him, but it is equally possible that it felt like waiting 100 years. So what then? What I'm worried about is Gojo Satoru's mental state. He's the strongest sorcerer of the current generation, right? Essentially, if Gojo is currently in a state of mental disarray, undoing the seal in a narrow space like this could be very dangerous, correct? When you put it that way, sounds pretty dangerous. Oh my goodness gracious, that's funny. Saitama preferences. Kiroko Mines. Okay, Jujutsu High Training Ground number 4. Talk about it like, let me get the hell out of here. Okay. Salmon. Jacob's ladder. Okay, giant explosion. Let's see. Wait, she wearing sunglasses. That's funny. What happened? Sensei, is it safe to come closer? Huh? Sensei? Did he disappear along with the prison room? And thus, yet another useless piece of trivia is known to the world. Was this my fault? Oh my god, she killed Gojo! Negating my techniques. You flubbed that line a tad. Listen here, my boy. Even a kid could beat you, and I'll prove it. Could his curse technique be... Wait. Wait, am I missing something? Even a kid could beat you and I'll prove it. Hang on, I'm confused here. I am so confused here. What is going on? Hang on a second. Did the chapters get mixed up or something? Hold on a second. Hold on. Jujutsu Kaisen's 221. Weekly. Yeah, I'm gonna be spoiling myself a bit, but I need to make sure everything went good. Okay, let's see. Okay, choose the Jacob's ladder. Okay, yeah. Something got mixed up. Okay. Jujutsu Kaisen. Chapter 2. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna get this fixed. Okay. We're gonna have to use this. Hopefully that thing doesn't pop up. And of course it pops up. Son of a bitch. Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna have to... Stupid chapter. I do you at every moment in my life. Ah. Oh, wait, this one's not even English. I'm sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. Well, while I'm fixing this and stuff, y'all having a great night? Y'all doing pretty good? Is everyone doing fantastic? Peace work. Okay, this might work. Okay. Okay. We are back at it, folks. We are back at it. Okay. Yet another useless piece of trivia is known to the world. If the back of the prison realm is exposed to Angel's curse technique, Satoru Gojo is wiped from existence? Might Gojo Satoru actually be some kind of evil spirit? She's playing defense. Well, can't really argue that Gojo's personality has some evil to it. Oh my god, look at everyone just looking at her like, what the fuck? Would explain why he disappeared when exposed to our light. Is it really... So is it really my fault then, right? Ooh, we got an earthquake. This can't be a coincidence. I have placed the prison realm at the subduction zone 8,000 meters below the surface in the Japan Trench. And of course, I placed cursed spirits to act as sensors beneath the multiple layers of seals over top. Tiki told me all about the back after being absorbed. Supposedly, even if the seal was somehow broken, you would perish alongside it. So tell me, how in the world did you do it? Whoa. It's been a long time since you were truly able to relax. How was it? Hey, you should choose your words more carefully. After all, they will be your last. Oh, we got Gojo! Yeah! Let's see. He looks up. You've changed quite a bit since the last time I saw you, Megumin. Do you still remember? After I take this brat's body for myself, you'll be the first person I kill. Coo. Well, in the end, this brat was the one I took over. I will finish you. You? A loser that had to run away from Yuji? Coming with your tail between your legs is pretty pathetic. You swine! Okay, I am so glad that he was taken care of and stuff. And who are you? Let's see. Sukuna, wait. Before you fight him, you have to make good on your promise with me. Like the great Sukuna would so nicely obey instructions his mommy knit on his hanky. I'm so glad his personality didn't change. Well, on my end, I also have some things to take care of before fighting Sukuna. I came all this way to give Sukuna's body a proper burial. But who would have thought Sukuna got so close to the prison and enabling him? It's probably a binding foul. Damn, what a pain. Absolute strength, and the solitude that comes along with it. The one who would teach you about love is... That's fine with me. Man, what day is it even? November 19th. How about we do this on the 24th of December? How romantic. Having a date with you on Christmas Eve gives me the creeps. Having 2 different anniversaries will make things complicated, no? You think you can win? Sensei, who's stronger between you two? If Sukuna regains his full strength, then it'll be a tad difficult. Who will lose? I will win. Oh, they ain't gonna fight yet. Man, I want to see that fight. Okay, and with that, we are at the end of 221. Now we're gonna go to 222. And here we go. Don't mind that thing on the top. My sincerest apologies. No matter how hard I try, I was unable to find your last finger. I'll accept whatever punishment you bestow upon me. Rest easy. I'm sure the last one's in Satoru Gojo's possession. Is that so? Well, that's my hunch at least. After all, Satoru Gojo's only managed to shave off that brat's execution by proposing it be delayed until after he consumed all my fingers. Ow. He just eats it like grape. That's kind of disgusting. It's hard to imagine that man simply twiddling his thumbs and waiting for the axe to fall. I imagine he has long since stored away one of my fingers, effectively delaying the execution indefinitely. That man. He disgraced me in front of Lord Sukuna. Not just once, but twice. Damn it. Even after using my reverse curse technique, the wound still hurts. Don't stress about it. I can easily make up for one finger's worth of power with it. Cuckoo. To think it'll be a Shibusu mommy. Shinjuku. No, Tengen. Is this meant to be ironic? Or is it... He's eating Tengen's head? Wait, Shinjuku? No, Tengen. Wait. What? I might be overreading it. I'll continue on. Kokone, it's been 19 days since the cooling game has begun. How many players have died by curse technique removal because they never entered a colony?
A total of 61 players. Would you like to see the list?
Nah, it's fine. Was it the thought of dying that frightened them, or rather the thought of killing someone else? He's watching TV in the middle of a bridge. Probably neither. Those 61 players simply lack intuition, after all. Once the Higuruma Hiromi added his rule, they could have avoided both of those scenarios. The people of this country has convinced themselves that they have no control over their own reality, even when their lives are teetering on the brink. Not everyone has the courage to put their own life on the line, but if their hand is forced by someone else, they have no choice but to take action. It always begins with a single step. Only then can you make steady progress towards your own ideas. I hold nothing but contempt for those who are unwilling to take that first step. After all, there is no hope left. Death is always an option. I'm talking to you, Tengen. Damn, so it's just the 3 of us left. Well, there is also that idiot. That's true. I always thought Nanami was a type that would survive one way or the other. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Oh, they're talking about their... Oh, I hate that for him. Nanami's son is dead, so why are you still breathing? So how... Is that how that sounded to me? So, just how low is your opinion of me? Ichishi, you still have a monumental task to perform, right? Make sure to give it your all. On the topic of Nanami, it seems like Ino has something to say to us. Gojo Satoru versus Ryumen Sukuna's reincarnated body. Betting games. Oh my god, it's that chick! There has always been underworld arenas where customers who were on the outskirts of Jujutsu sorcery would come for betting matches that were just barely legal. But after the laws were revised after the Shibuya incident, the client basis for these services have drastically increased. Even without betting, I can now earn a steady 5 billion by selling pay-per-view broadcasts. That's it. I don't know if I've ever been so grateful to have this ability. Big sis, let's fatten the crows up with this. Ooh, Itadori's learning some combat. Oh wait, that's who was fighting, okay. Never mind. That should be a good enough warm-up. It's about time for you to get a handle on this, Itadori. Yes, sir. Let's see. And Taiko, don't worry. I told HQ about what happened to your arm so that they would assign me to a mission to exterminate Itadori-ku. But I never told him about it. Zen'nin. That's right. That was solely on Sukuna. He does not bear any responsibility for that. Zen'nin. Thank you. I'll be putting you to work. December 24th. Shinjuku. Oh, we are getting the fight in this stream. Okay, let's get to it. Well then, while you're busy fighting Gojo Satoru, I'll hunt down the remaining players in the cooling game. You couldn't be gone soon enough. Hurry up and go. What was I to you? If I had left Sukuna's side, I've had already been killed by Satoru Gojo. But even if that weren't the case, I had no intention of making a move until today. If Gojo Satoru loses, the only opening they have to be Sukuna is right after this fight. Ooh, sorry about that. So, the others from Jujutsu High, particularly the heavy hitters, led by Okotsu, can't afford to leave your battlefield today. Which means I'm free to move as I please. I'm off. Do your best. Make sure you come back alive. Doesn't really feel right, does it? Yeah, up until now, winning has always been a given. Let's see. Just can't seem to really work up the feeling to be worried or cheer him on. Nope. I think he'll be happy about it regardless. If he replies with something like, that's a given, I feel like I'll beat him to death I'll beat him to death before we... why, English, why? If he replies to something like, that's a given, I feel like I beat him to death before he even faced off against Sukuna. There. Whoa. What's with that look? Sensei! Your curse technique is in the way. Give it your best shot. Whew. That's good. Go get him, stupid blindfold. Prove to us that you're more than just a pretty face. Come in. If it gets too rough, I'll tag you out. Win, Gojo-san! Roger that. Ooh. Okay. Wait, that's the 222, right? It doesn't feel like it. Oh man, we're gonna hit 223 before we know it. Yep. I got so worked up into it and stuff, I didn't even realize I was on 222. Pardon me. Anyways, this place sure takes back memories. Shibuya. What was your sense of time like inside the prison realm? Similar to how it feels when work gets hella busy. That contradictory feeling when weeks pass by in the blink of an eye. And yet you would never ever want to do it again. That's how it felt. I get what you mean. Sounds terrible. What happened to all the people in B5? This is the epicenter of the Shibuya incident where the cursed spirits were released. Non-sorcerers all over Tokyo were less likely to survive the closer they were to Shibuya. However, thanks to the remnants of Gojo-san's cursed energy, the spirits never came near B5. Any side effects from Unlimited Void? None. All of them have been fully rehabilitated and returned to their normal life. That's great. Well then, it's about time we get started. Yutahime, Gramps, Lord Sukuna. The battle was set for today, the 24th. However, as far as the time and location go, we don't need to have that stuff set in advance. I already know. Understood. Speak of the devil. Oh, look at that curse energy. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be epic. So, I already know that these two fight, but I don't know how it's done. So I cannot wait to see this. I was the one who killed Yaga. I see. Why? Why what? Why do none of you curse me for this? No particular reason. I have a pretty good understanding of who you are from the principal. You're the ultimate example of a man just following orders. That's also why I know I can trust you to some extent. Anyway, the only reason the upper brass were even able to order his death was because I got myself sealed up. So I'm in no mood to be pointing fingers. Did the principal have any last words to pass on? Like about Panda, for example? He told me that Cursed Corpses was not some random mutant. There is a way to replicate the process. So old dogs can sometimes learn new tricks. What do you mean? Well, you haven't told anybody that juicy piece of info, have you? The secret behind Panda will be ranked as special grade information. For the old you, it would have been unthinkable to not report it to the higher-ups. You've changed, haven't you, Gramps? Oh, he's giving the stink eye. Oh. Maybe if you were at the head of HQ, things would be a bit better. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. I think Gojo had enough. Or was it Gramps that did it? I'm not for sure. I want to say it's Gojo. Why did you choose to bring me? If it's just to place a barrier, there are many more, proficient candidates. You seriously don't know? Huh? You're the man I trust the most. That's the only reason I need. Ring. Oh, this is gonna be epic. This is gonna be epic. Please tell me we at least get one clash. I know they're gonna use this chapter to set it up after reading all this. But please. I'm just a guy who ran away. No, I didn't even have the courage to do that myself. Somebody else allowed me to run. Even then, the strongest man in the world tells me that he trusts me. There's no way I can let him down. I will answer his trust, even if it kills me! Utahime's curse technique. Solo, prohibition zone. Any sorcerer of her choosing, including Utahime herself, will have their curse energy reserved and output temporarily enhanced as long as they remain in range. The mastery of Jujutsu can be said to be the mastery of subtraction. The skill of a sorcerer can be judged based on their abilities to omit that word, like hand signs or incantations, in order to fully activate their techniques. However, in this circumstances, Utahime omitted nothing. Incantations, hand signals, dances, instruments. By using a ritual to channel her cursed technique, she was able to achieve 120% of its normal effect. Let's see. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. Which of these two men will approach the fight as a challenger? It will all be decided by the first decisive strike. 9 points. Polarized Light, Crow, and Jimyo Shent. The gap between within and without. Like Utahime, Gojo does not skip even a single step in bringing out his technique. 200% output. Hollow technique. Purple. They are gonna do the first stage. Look at the distraction. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Let's see. Thanks to Ishishi's barrier, Sukuna misread Gojo's opening move. Although he was aware of Gojo's presence, he was not able to sense the immense amount of cursed energy that was output until the attack was right in front of him. Yep. The strongest sorcerer in history versus the strongest sorcerer of today. Seems you got the wrong idea here. So let me just set things straight. You're the challenger here. You damn brat. Oh no. It ended right before we could fight. Oh, I wanted to read more. I could read the next chapter. I really could, but I can't. So with that, I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. So, what is the outcome for the next chapters? Well, obviously, we are going to get epic fights between Sukuna and Gojo. That's going to be a given. Now, how the battle's going to go, I have no idea. I really don't know much of anything about the battle. But I do want to say I cannot wait to see it. Sorry, y'all. I keep yawning and stuff, but I can't help it. But yeah. So, I am super excited for the next chapter reaction and stuff, which I'm hoping to be next Wednesday. So, I hope you guys are able to come by next week because we are going to have a great time. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Like I said in the earlier stream and stuff, I'm going to try to do The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Friday. But I'm also going to be trying to do another thing where I talk about my feelings about our certain Shark Girl VTuber. So yeah, I do want to talk about that at least. Oh, I'm not going to be ready for that. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it with this. So, with all of that out of the way, thank you guys for coming on this fantastic Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter Reaction stream. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did, as we got to see Gojo being free. And next chapters are going to be so epic in the fight between the most powerful sorcerer in history versus the most powerful sorcerer of today. And if you guys wish to see more of these, check me out on my Twitch page, as that's where I do all kinds of stuff. Like games and art stuff. Yeah. Also check me out on Twitter, as I do my announcements and polls. Check me out on YouTube, as I do art, manga, and other stuff. And hopefully coming pretty soon, check me out on Patreon as well, Which if you guys want to go ahead and do follows and stuff, want to get the proof and stuff, go on ahead. Please. And thank you. And with that, I bid this show adieu. So see you guys. So long. Bye. Okay, bye. Now then. I think I'm gonna go on ahead and maybe take a Benadryl. See you guys.